Rings. I'm joining us for tonight's broadcast. Brought to you by Lockdown in USA. Alright. So do a quick, not much to add to it, of some of you know, there's like some protests going on of about the lockdown. So I don't know if it's violent or not. I don't think so, but I would expect more of that. Yeah, and it's just the way it's gonna go. So and I'm gonna go into quantum computing. Not the details of how it works, because I can't do it. I just can't do it. But that's going to power AI energies in the future, or it is now, and bring it. Yeah, because it connects to the Earth in a strange way and brings in other realities. It can by the Mandela effect. It's weird. So yeah, that's what's going to power the robots, I believe. It does go to 12th dimension, but it goes all kind of different dimensions. I didn't feel it go to 5th dimension, but I think, yeah, it goes to, obviously. I'm feeling more to 12th now as I'm connecting to it more. As to the virus energy, yeah, for most, it's going to be a lockdown until June, most likely. At least in, obviously, the major hotspots, they're going to, they might open up some services here and there mid-May. Yeah, because mid-April things did start to ease up a little bit, so I did feel mid-April for some things, not everything. And definitely still, yeah, mid-May, that'll be the next wave, and then June will be another wave. June will be a lot more lenient for not everybody. And then after that, all hell break loose from what I'm gathering. Whatever the hell it is. And there's also 420 coming up, and there might be some kind of situation happening on that date. So, yeah. And I'm going to look into that tomorrow more. Yeah. Just been working on the Rabbit. Rabbit's up online right now. 175 pages. It's not on Amazon yet, but it's going to be. On the side, it's about they turn the world off. Let's see here. See if I'm doing right. For those that are new to all this, I'm Tor.com. My private sessions. We're at channel. Google Hangout, Zoom, and channel by phone. Here is, I forget where I'm at. I think I'm on the 7th, I think. I'll catch up tomorrow. Didn't have much energy for today. Same situation here. Other channels and heroes I do recommend. Social network. And this is the newest. Turn the world off. I have the rabbit car. And yeah, all hell breaks loose basically. So, whoops. Alright, so thank you for your support. Yeah, questions will speed up, definitely, tomorrow. I said that already, but I'll say it again. So, economic downturn, yeah, there's nothing's 100% on anything. Obviously, some businesses will go through a major change or go away altogether. It's hard to say of anything that's on the way. But yeah, even they might come out with like a $2,000 a month, at least in the United States. That'll be interesting how that goes. Which I did see like the basic income situation coming in. This is the perfect time to roll it out. So how they're gonna pay for it? I don't know, money from space or something like that. So yeah, the base, universal basic income, something like that. So it's a possibility. Which, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, mortgages are just going to have a way of cushioning a lot of this stuff, so they don't go into an entire meltdown. So it's kind of, we just have to wait and see. There will be some major changes for sure, but nothing's going to kick in. I still feel June on that. Now you might see little trinkets here and there between now and May, throughout May, but nothing's really 100% at this time. So, okay. Now for quantum computing energies, as we're going to go, once AI energy is going to get stronger with society, and we're going to break out of the old way we're doing things. The phone is an AI energy. Your car is an AI energy, or for some, at least. Computer, of course. And we're probably going to go into the AI age very soon, most likely. But, well, soon is not, I don't know when soon is. But yeah, and some people going to go into transhumanism. They already are. They use their phones all the time. Whatever makes things easier. So some are just geeks and they just need to connect to everything. So yeah, nothing's obviously going to happen quickly. Also, of course, the alien energies are going to be beginning to heighten a lot of the military bases. At least the alien activity around alien military bases are probably going to start to increase little by little. Nothing too heavy, but nothing probably be reported. But most likely they're going to start to let themselves be a little bit known more soon. So as for quantum computing, I was working on the Rabbit, so I've been trying to piece together. Yeah, apparently, I haven't fully researched this, but like DARPA was creating an AI energy or in a technology that went into Siri. That's an Apple, so I'm not sure you're gonna find much on that, but so which I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, we're going into a new age, and quantum computing. If you look it up, it's real complicated, but it's just faster. It's something that would take like 10,000 years or something. Happens like a couple minutes or a second, whatever it is. So yeah, it does change the space time around it, so it causes the Mandela effect also, which makes sense. It's going to get more complicated here, that's for sure. But a quantum computer to run a AI system worldwide or a robot makes perfect sense. It can process things very fast. So if you have a robot that's walking around, having a quantum computer processor, whatever it might be. So I imagine a lot of this is already invented to a certain extent, but not released to the public, from what I'm gathering. DARPA is a part of it. All these Lockheed Martins and all of them are involved with it too, in some shape or form. I was say 10 years for a robot movement to really increase. I'm surprised we're not seeing them now. We are sort of with the drone delivery situation, and Amazon's like the most unlikely place to bring in all this AI technology, but yeah, again they're doing it, and so everybody's trying and going nowhere with it. So all right, yeah, this is the age of the future. So all right, I'm going to connect to probably a couple of different beings to give it different perspectives on that subject, and the virus situation, the future, whatever it might be that needs to be spoken about. So, all right, much love, blessings, and here we go. Greetings. We are the Arcturians. We are also, yes, a part of our reality is connected to robotic creation. As yes, much of the android energies are brought into the universe before humans were ever discovered, ever achieved. Achievements in technology surpassed human evolutions, as you don't see aliens flying around in a human They're flying around in a spaceship, as you might notice. Of course, there are flying humans, but they're not showing themselves on your reality. Eventually, probably they will. Yeah, you're going into a new age. Yes, your robotic age will not happen quickly because society is not sure of it, of how soon they want to bring it in. As you're going through this situation here, that your world is never going to be the same again. And so, adding a robot energy into your reality too soon, probably not the best idea. Your quantum computing will increase. Not that you're going to have it on your doorstep in your home, but it's going to run your planets and monetary systems. Monetary is not fully gone just yet. But as your world speeds up, your technology will speed up with you. Your CERN is part of a 12th dimension connection. Many of your creations are 12th dimension. They're just in a 3rd dimension reality, but they can access quite a bit. Even your modern computer can access 4th dimension, even 5th dimension energy, depending on what it's doing. So in your phone is sometimes a 6th dimensional energy. And we're not going to go into pocket watches at this time. What's the point? But yes, the knowledge pool that you're bringing in is, yes, a quantum energy of transition. You are going into a new age, as you can feel it now. Companies are surrendering their vibrations. They're going out with those that are leaving your world. Some have already, as a certain amount of people have left your planet through death, have taken a lot of your energies with you, which is some of your businesses and how they do things. So all the timelines went with them, and now you're creating new timelines. So you're doing a reset. Now there's an energy of your, yes, Illuminati energy of a new energy in town. A new regime. Well, this regime has already been there for quite some time, but is now moving in fully. It's like it already knows about your world, and now the new agendas are coming in. Yes, China is not your enemy. It is a turning point country. It is there to take you into new realms, if you like it or not. It's almost like a father country in some ways. Your Asian countries are very much a father, even a mother vibration. As you know, they bring in the technologies into your world. And yes, eventually robotics will take over, but also they keep your world running. So they're very important. And not seen, and usually hidden for good reason. They don't need to be seen by your physical eyes, technically. You don't have to see the buildings and all that. You just have to trust your vibration, because eventually your technologies just won't even be needed, as well as your spiritual context will increase. But until then, technology is much needed for those that are not reliant on their own abilities. You have a phone already. It is called your consciousness. So you can dial anyone at any time without a phone. As some of you know that, and some of you do get hung up on. But at least you know it works. Yes, your astral body, your astral phone. So, reach out and whatever you want to do. Psychic world is fully aware. Your government realities aren't as keen as many of you might think they are. Yes, there are government energies of not to worry though. You incarnated for a reason. Most of you guard your vibration, shut down their control systems that are watching you. It's not to get paranoid. It is there to cause paranoia. So I think the government's watching you. Just turn off the lights then, and they won't see you. And most of you are not the most significant of attention, but it is good to have your guard up if you feel like somebody is peering in. As yes, they are known. So it's like, yes, if you're one of attractiveness, the AI energies or the individuals on their planet, they're not exactly the most friendly. Can bring to people close to you, and not always the most positive. I won't call them agents, but some people are easy to control and easy to have a nice persona. Usually, the nicer their persona, the less likely anybody will notice anything. So basically, a person can be controlled, yes, as some of you have seen it. And it's usually the most unlikely person. Usually it's the one with the nicest demeanor, whereas the target or is their guard. And the crazy person is left outside in the rain. Because you're not part of any type of control system. So, of course, you're not seen as normal. As normal on your planet. Yes, this is a go to Western planet. The normal of normies, normal people, normal get up and go to work and do your thing, and everybody talks the same, thinks the same, talks the same. That is another way for governments or shadow governments, to be shadowy in your society. Blend in, disappear. Now, if you're all individually different, it's harder for them to blend in. If more people are connected more to their vibrations of themselves, you can see them more clearly. But seeing how you're part of a system of how to be a person, a program, it's not easy to see anything, as many of you know. Many of you are here to break out of the program. You're called outsiders. Yes, you're not a part of the high vibrational club, the low vibrational club, whatever club it is. Maybe you feel like an outsider, because you found more of your individuality than many others. Some even in spiritual groups connect to a group and mimic their vibrations to fit in, to be the same, to lose themselves. But if you choose not to, of course, there's nothing wrong with anything. But many of you really want to take back your vibrations. If you truly want to be disconnected from this reality, yes, you're going to be an outsider in some shape or form. As you feel it, you just feel that you're not part of the system. And of course, there are others that feel they're not part of the system either, but they have 100 friends on Facebook that they do connect with. Most outsiders don't have that kind of connection. You're outsider for a reason. So, what we see is more individuals at this time connecting more to themselves. Slowly unlocking the prison of the mind. Adding a more independence energy to themselves. A freedom of the mindset. Realize also job situations, not all. Some of you are obviously in the job world, and some do kind of bake themselves in the job world, lock their mind up, and part of the system. Call it a monkey system, you can say. Call it whatever you want. So, as many of you know that you're doing a breaking point of exits, many exit doors, which will also bring in your alien energies, as some of you know. So you're part of that alien vibration. It's guiding itself in. It's not seen, but some of you are starting to feel it. Even through dreams world, through any type of world. Your alien energies are getting stronger with you, which also will bring eventually an AI vibration. The AI is mostly part of your normie world, normal people. Of course, if more people will open more, your alien energy, your robotic world will be a lot more sooner than later. But it's here to assist your third dimension reality. As some of you already know that. It's here to assist when those jobs, yes, go away, of course. And you're in the age of a decade into it. You're going to be in this decade of transition. It's going to have to be a must, especially how most of your jobs are not going to be the same ever again. Even your restaurant energies will have a robotic vibration there. As for pandemics, we don't expect another one coming anytime soon. This is a soul rewind, a opening of many doorways of the soul. As many of you know, some of the doors aren't so easy to open. Some are closed. Some of them are closed for a reason. Shut. Yes, connecting to those that some of you might have blocked out. Some of you might open those doors, re-enter in. Sometimes you have to block somebody out to learn about yourself and reflect on yourself before you let someone new back into your life. Of course, there's a time of refreshment or rejuvenation, you can say. This is your April time of connecting to new people or old people that you didn't quite always understand either. Of course, that's a message for only certain individuals. Okay, I believe we had enough here. We have other vibrations to assist you at this time. Blessings. Greetings. This is Yeshua. Blessings to you. Your Aztec energies, your Atlantean realities are coming more alive, as some of you feel. Your ancestor energies are getting stronger as you are shifting more to higher fourth dimension consciousness. So this virus is like kicking out the old conscious, bringing in the new consciousness, as some of you are aware. Some of you, some are at a 5D vibration to assist with, let's say, the easier energies. As many of you are at the third and fourth dimensions where it's not so easy, as some of you see. A one-way dimension too, as some of you know. It's one-way, it can be. Some ignore it, some embrace it. It is not exactly the easiest. It is combat, you can say. The 5D is where you lay down, relax, have a good time. 9D even more. You have 2 pillows instead of 1. But some of you are in a combat stage of third dimension. And this is a vibration that is most crucial, hardest, loneliness, but also we'll call it the most valuable. But as many of you know, yes, the hard times for some of you does bring out, you're here for those that can't handle the hard realities. Keeping it easy from a great deal. And some of you also brought in this virus. You might even say, did I do that? Sometimes you don't always want to see that in this reality. But in the higher dimensions, like, oh yeah, my name's all over that one. Of course, you're not the only one. Sometimes you write your name on it. Because you're bringing teachings to certain individuals here. Some are self-reflecting and don't even have the virus, or isolated, learning more about themselves and advancing quicker than they ever have before. Then there are others that do have the virus itself, that are assisting the families to learn of death and events like these, thinking they can be now they're part of history, because they had a death in the family due to this situation. However you want to label it, if they did die of a cold and did not die of this virus, it depends. It matters, but technically it does not. It went out with this virus technically. There was an effect of it. It's there. Some might reject those ideas, but it's there. It's part of, the death count. Especially your Vatican is having a major self-reflection of maybe we're not doing things under God's energies after all. Why is God punishing us? He's not. He's helping you open up your minds and see things a little bit differently. Which is the Vatican's biggest issue throughout his whole creation process. is there. It was created to deceive, instead of enlighten, to keep you at a level of consciousness, as many of you know. And instead of a school of move you up the levels, it's there to keep you, or even downgrade your levels, as many of you know. It's a test. A false spirituality. It is a form of spirituality. It's just more complicated. It doesn't want you to see what's behind closed doors, but it's very clear, isn't it? Throughout history, it was known, but of course, you didn't have a communication system as you do now. So it didn't look like a friendly energy in the past, and it did now if it wasn't for your communication, your internet. Many of you embrace the Catholic Church in a positive way. What harm has it done to anyone until you rid your internet, which is showing consciousness, showing the truthful consciousness. So we do expect much truth coming into your internet to heal humanity. Now, if you believe it or not, that's up to you. But it is your spiritual internet, you can say. That you're all networked together without it, but some of you need it to see it. Eventually, we'll go to the spiritual network. Telepathic energies are very clear. And you all have your own web page, you can say, but it's your energy page, your energy shield, you can say. That you'll all be reading, if you wish it to be read. You might want only a certain individuals to see it. You don't have to let everyone see it. That's what you're heading towards. Your internet is a sign of an awakening of what's to come. Now, many are glued to the internet too. Is also going more into themselves. What are the things that they like? It might not go deeply, but they'll also figure out who they're going to be tomorrow or the next thing, if they truly need to be somebody else. That is the spiritual energy. So spirit works through the internet, as many of you know, to help you find it. And it's more exciting in a lot of ways in the physical realms. It is a different way of going about it. You stare at the screen, your internet screens, and you change your looks, appearance over time. You don't know always who you're talking to. You're talking to your guides show up in your phone screens too. You might not see them physically, but they're there. They're giving you, they talk to you on all levels to get you to have a certain look, certain health, this and that, certain of everything. So, you're in a time of enlightenment, of course, and not an easy one. Enlightenment doesn't mean it's going to be easy. For some might be, but many are just finding themselves, which they refuse to do so. So they look at other people's problems to take on. The temple within is what many of you are opening. It's not going to be the most easiest temple to open, because not everything is meant to be shown now. Not at all. Accept you for yourself for who you are makes it easier for your future. It's easier to go into the future when you know, accept who this is. If you want to improve it, there's nothing wrong with improving it. Your aliens are always improving. They see things a little bit easier than you, but you make it more complicated, so it's a lot more fascinating. On a global level, of course. Our blessings to you on your transformations. Many of you are going to go to a youthful energy than you had before. Some might feel younger than they ever had before. Sometimes more terrified, but also younger, because you're connecting more to your higher self energies to give you enough energy to get you through all this. Blessings.